VC, this is Chris. I'm here to do a follow-up on a thread that I've seen several videos on. It was called something like Show Your Folkways. So I think the original one I saw was Stuntrockconfusion. So he did one showing Folkways albums more on the avant-garde side of music. I saw an Elliott Crews video, so I would categorize him as more on the country side. And then I saw Seekingathread, Dom, so he showed a little of everything. So I thought I would try pull out mine. I can't hope to attain the lofty heights that those other people achieved. I especially liked the Stuntrockconfusion one, but so we'll see what we have. I'm going to try to play this album here, the Penny Whistlers, a female group. This isn't part of it, but they do have an album that's on Folkways. So we'll see if that passes. So to start with, I'll finish with some CDs, but to start with, I guess the Penny Whistlers. So this is the album, this is on Verve Folkways. So one of the things I learned about this was that, you know, if it says Folkways, it's a good chance that it's related to Folkways, but it might be Verve Folkways. Eventually it was Smithsonian Folkways, and just plain old Folkways. Not all Folkways albums are on Folkways, especially these that are on Verve Folkways, but some of them are cross-licensed, it seems. And there's some other outfits that put out the Folkways labels too, reissues. So, Songs from Everywhere. Again, a female group. And I'll put some more details when I edit this, because I can't tell what year this was put out. But some folk blues. Rolf Kahn and Eric von Schmidt. There's the blue Folkways label. Not much of a back cover there, but you know. Here's one that I think Stuntrockconfusion showed. The Todd Dockstader, 8 electronic pieces. This was a copy I got from the library when I lived down in Orlando, so its label's a little bit different. There, without a sticker on it. So, electronic music on the Folkways label. Here's some folk music, but sea-related. Heart of Oak by the Ex-Seamen's Institute. This was Folkways, 1976. I got this for the Lewis Killen involvement. Well, that may not be true. He was the inspiration that got me to look these people up. So, you see that it's very seafaring oriented stuff. Traditional songs of our seafaring heritage, sung by the Ex-Seamen's Institute. Standard blue label. Heart of Oak. another one by the same band. They sing at South Street Seaport. More sea shanty type music. So if I was going to categorize my response here, it would be more along the folk lines rather than country or avant-garde. So here's the Stonemans from California, old-time tunes of the South. So this one, what I would say is more like, or their later albums at least, are more like pop country. Stonemans. Peter Lafarge sings Women Blues. So more on the countryside. Women Blues. I think he's Native American ancestry. More on the folk blues side again. Dave Van Ronk sings the blues. Doc Watson and Gene Ritchie. At Folk City. Roger Sprung on banjo. So I think Elliott may have shown this one. This is another Verve Folkways release, but it was also put out on Folkways. The Watson family, including Doc Watson. This was one issued on the Extra label, but also it was issued on the Folkways label. And here's the Extra label. All right, here's some Roger Sprung. We just saw him, banjo player. Bluegrass, progressive bluegrass. Roger Sprung. Folkways 2472. These Roger Sprungs aren't in order. Also progressive bluegrass, Roger Sprung. And I think the third in this, Ragtime Bluegrass, Volume 2. So, bluegrass music. Now some more folk. Ewan McCall. Songs of Two Rebellions. The Jacobite Wars of 1715 and 1745 in Scotland. Guitar and banjo accompaniment by Peggy Seeger. She has a family connection to somebody that's going to come up later. More Ewan MacColl. The English and Scottish popular ballads, child ballads, as collected by, forget Mr. Child's name, but collected all these things, organized them. People have been mining that ever since. And I think the third one here is Whale Out of Bedford. Some more seafaring songs. Thought that was it, but one more. New Britain Gazette. Ewan MacColl and Peggy Seeger. Contemporary British songs written and sung by the aforementioned. Alright, I think this was another one that Stuntrockconfusion may have shown. Ilhan Mimaraglou tracked. So some electronic compositions here. Another library find. Sam Hinton sings Songs of Men. There's the banner. There's the other information. All sorts and kinds of men, soldiers, lawbreakers, laborers. He's got little categories on here. You can see that. It breaks it down. A couple of songs for each type of men, each type of man. Everhart. Waiting for a Train. Guitarist. Alright, the Pete Seeger section. Traditional Christmas carols. Though they don't seem, you know, as traditional as the ones that I remember at home, but Pete Seeger. How to play a 5-string banjo. I think this was a 1950s issue, and this was, I think, like a 63 reissue. This might be the last Pete Seeger album. American Ballads. Not much on the back. Pete Seeger and his 5-string banjo. Oh, another one. Pete Seeger. Broadside. Broadside Ballads Volume 2. Shows him on guitar rather than banjo for that. And maybe this is the last one. Pete Seeger, Birds, Beasts, and Bugs. Animal folk song sung by Pete Seeger. Same blue label. Alright. Another library find. Leadbelly. Negro folk songs for young people. Okay. Here we go. Charles Ives. So American classical, modern classical. Another library find. James Tenney and Philip Corner on pianos. This is volume 1, 1894 to 1915. I talked too long, the record's over. And then just to wrap it up, a couple of CDs of Folkways material. John Cage. Indeterminacy. 2 CD set with David Tudor on keyboards and electronics on Folkways. Bill Monroe and Doc Watson. Recordings from 1963 to 1980. This is volume 2 of such recordings. Bill Monroe and Doc Watson. Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys. Uh, 1956 to 1969. Some more country bluegrass stuff there. Hazel Dickens and Alice Gerard. This was a reissue by Smithsonian Folkways of the original Folkways release. So more country bluegrass, and then The Country Gentleman. On the Road. So a 2001 Smithsonian Folkways release of some things from the Folkways label for country and bluegrass. So there you've got my input on the Show Your Folkways. Strictly speaking, not all of them were Folkways. Some were reissue labels, but originally came out on Folkways. I just don't have the originals. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you later.